Hello, my name is Jordan Sparks and this is a video tutorial to help you format a range of data into a table. Our work group at ABC Healthcare Firm is tasked with creating and manipulating a data sheet into a table. This tutorial aims to show the individuals in the work group who do not have a great deal of experience with Excel how to use a few features associated with formatting a table. The data in this table shows exported data from the Center for Disease Control's website, which in this case shows drug-related deaths in each state, including the District of Columbia, from the years 1997 through 2006. There are a few learning objectives outlined for this tutorial. The first is to format a range of data into a table, also to learn how to use column headings as filter buttons, to name the table, and lastly, to freeze the header row to analyze the data. The data on this screen shows the exported data from the Center for Disease Control, and we are going to start with locating the top header row. This will show you the 5 different columns. A shows all of the states as well as District of Columbia. B shows the deaths in each state. C shows the drug-related deaths in each state. D shows the population. And E shows the percentage of the population associated with the drug-related deaths. We also want to point out that at the bottom of this data sheet, there is a total bar. We are going to exclude the total bar from the table. To start with the table formatting, we want to highlight A1, and we want to drag this all the way down to E52. Again, we are going to exclude that total bar, which is why we are not going to highlight the 53rd row. From here, we want to locate Format as a Table, which is up on the upper right-hand side of the screen. Once you click on Format a Table, you will see that there are light, medium, and dark gradients that you can choose from. In this case, we want to choose a medium yellow gradient with a highlighted yellow header row. We will go ahead and click on this style, and the pop-up that is associated with the table will show you and make sure that you really do want to highlight A1 through E52. You want to also be sure that the box is checked where it says My Table has headers. This will differentiate that first row from the rest of the data. Press OK. You can now see that there is a table outlined in the data sheet. It still does exclude the 53rd row, and we want to be sure of that. From here, we want to look at that top header row and see that we can, in fact, manipulate the data with that arrow row. If you click on it, you can change the way that the data is presented, alphabetically in the case of the alphabetized states, or you can do it numerically from highest to least with the deaths, drug-related deaths, population, or percent of population deaths. We want to use the first state drop-down to put it in ascending, which means we want to make sure that the states are listed from A to Z. Once we can see that it has changed, we can click X. We can see that the data has now changed to put all the states in alphabetized order. If we want to change this and do percentage of population-related deaths, you can also click that little downward arrow and put it in ascending as well. This will change the rest of the data sheet to reflect the least to most population-related deaths to drugs, showing that California had the most. From here, you will see that up in the middle of the screen there is now a table format. By clicking the center of the screen where it says Table, you can see that there are many different options that pop up to alter the table that you have made. In this case, we want to go to the furthest left-hand side on the top where it says Table Name, and we can rename this CDC to remind us that it is the CDC data. If you press OK, it will make sure that that is renamed the CDC data. To freeze the top row, we want to go to View. What this does is to make sure when we scroll through the data, that first header row does not move. From View, we want to locate Freeze Top Row. Once pressing this, you can see that when you scroll down, that first row does not move. This is the end of the tutorial, and you should know how to format a range of data into a table, learn how to use column headings as filter buttons, name the table, and freeze the header row to analyze data. Thank you for watching.